Hey everybody, it's Chris Eads, otherwise known online as Wootini, here with another weekly gay gamer video podcast. I did not take advantage of any Black Friday sales. Well, that's not true. I mean, I did. I went to Best Buy and picked up a 3D Blu-ray for $10 because it was stupid cheap. So, but I didn't buy anything game-wise. I will say that if there had been a PlayStation VR bundle on Black Friday sale, I could actually seriously have been tempted into buying that. But it literally just came out, so they're not going to put that on like special sale. Also, I have noticed, like I've seen PlayStation VR in the stores, like in a Best Buy, I've seen it. It's just sitting on the shelf, like, hey, buy me. But it's just the $400 version. And you would still have to then buy the Move controllers and the camera. And I've looked around online on Amazon and on Best Buy, and I discovered something that I didn't notice before. That bundle, where it came with the PlayStation VR, the $500 bundle, that was the PlayStation VR headset, the Move controllers, the camera, and the demo disc for $500, that was called the launch bundle. I didn't notice that, and now I am concerned that because I didn't jump on the launch bundle, because, you know, there wasn't really anything else to play in, I'm not going to drop $500 on, like, an accessory that might not end up having any good games for it later. I'm going to be screwed, because that bundle, like, won't exist anymore, and you'll have to buy everything. Like, if they do eventually put out something, like I've said, if they add PSVR support to No Man's Sky, I am all over that. But if they do put out a game that I'm like, oh my god, like, okay, now I really want to get a PSVR because I really want to play this in VR, and not just on my TV. I'm going to have to go out and spend $400 on the VR headset, then I'm going to have to spend like 60 or 70 bucks on the Move controllers, and then I gotta spend another 70 bucks on the camera. It's so expensive and I don't know why. So, like, all of a sudden, by not buying this $500 bundle at launch, now I'm gonna be screwed and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna end up spending, like, well over $500, which is annoying. I wish that they would do, like, another bundle for those of us who don't have the Move controllers or the camera, because we don't play those games, but we will now that we have a VR headset. They should make another bundle that's just a standard bundle, not a launch bundle. But, oh well, I guess I missed out. But maybe by the time a game comes out that I want to play on the VR, the price of everything will have dropped, and I can just get it for cheaper anyway. Fingers crossed, I suppose. Speaking of PlayStation, I said last week that everyone's playing Pokemon, and I am not going to cave to the peer pressure and play the new Pokemon game, because I know I won't like it. I mean, I'll like it, but I'll get really bored with it, like, very quickly, and I will never even get close to the halfway point, let alone finish it. So, but everyone is also talking about Final Fantasy 15, which is coming out very, very shortly. It may already be out by the time you watch this. And so I saw there was a demo in the PlayStation Store, so I said, you know what? I haven't really enjoyed a PlayStation game, Final Fantasy game, in a while. Like, I tried 13 and just did not like it. So, and 14 was MMO, so I was like, let's see what's all the fuss is about 15. So I tried the demo, and the demo was very interesting because I don't know how representative it is of the actual game. Because in the demo, you play the younger version of the main character who's experiencing this dream world with a very, very cute little furry animal. And you run around, fight some enemies, explore, and then fight a boss, and then wake up, basically. And it's all very weird, and, like, the graphics are gorgeous, you know, like you can't fault Square. They know how to do the graphics. They're great. So everything looks fantastic. It just doesn't play great. Like the controls are weird. Like you run, dodge, and jump. But it's weird because if there's like a small ledge, you literally have to jump up onto that ledge. There's no animation of like vaulting or climbing or anything. You literally have to jump on everything, which makes it feel more like a platforming kind of thing. And then also the combat, I wasn't expecting turn-based combat, but it's not even like, I mean, it's just you. There's no teammates, so I don't know. I mean, I assume in the regular game, like, everyone will have their own AI and they'll just do whatever at the same time that you're fighting for yourself. And you can, like, tweak them and set them to, like, heal and whatever when people get low or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. I haven't really read up on the game, so I don't really know a lot about it, because I haven't really been interested in it. But the combat is all just button mashing. Like, it's circle to attack and square to defend. So you basically just, like, run up to the enemy and just mash circle until they're dead. I'm sure in the regular game you'll end up having a little bit more strategy as far as like choosing a weapon or an attack and that sort of thing, but in the demo it's all pretty standard and you're just mashing buttons to kill them and it's pretty easy. Until the ending where there's like this big giant boss and suddenly it's like distance attacks because he has a huge sword and I don't want to get that close, but you have to because you run out of distance attacks. Like it's interesting, but it feels very much like an action-y platformer kind of thing, and not a story RPG where you're like really developing the characters and like outfitting them with weapons and equipment and going on this journey. It's also very clearly like futuristic sci-fi fantasy as opposed to mythology fantasy with, you know, in the past kind of thing. So I'm not really intrigued, so I'm probably not going to get that. I mean, if it gets great reviews and everybody raves about it, it's the kind of thing where I could see myself picking it up like later on, like on sale or something. But I'm not like pre-ordering it to get it on launch day or anything, because honestly, I have not really played new games in a long time because I am still playing No Man's Sky. I know, right? And they just released a brand new update. It's the update that they've been working on for a really long time and been radio silent. And of course everybody's been like, oh, Hello Games, they're not telling us anything, they're not doing anything. But they were, because there's this update all of a sudden. And I just started it. And I literally stopped playing No Man's Sky so that I could shoot this video. So I may have more to talk about it next week after I've spent some time with the update. It's called the Foundation Update, and basically now you can like build bases and like hire aliens to work at your base. And you can, which is weird because I don't quite understand why you're building a base on a specific planet in a specific system when, like, I don't know what you get from that. I'm assuming they can get you, like, resources and technology blueprints or something. Like, they give you things. Because otherwise, you're exploring the universe. So, like, I'm going to land on this planet, build a base, and then I'm just going to jet off towards the center of the universe and never come back there again, you know? So what's the point of having that base? Unless you can still get those resources when you're, like, 5 systems away or whatever. I don't know. But you can also buy freighters and, like, store things and, like, get stuff off that, I guess. They, like, fly around and trade, and I don't really know. I haven't explored any of that yet. And you can also now, I did notice on the planet's surface they have, like, these new quick menus, which I'm actually not crazy about. They're not very intuitive. But you can basically set up a save point at any spot on the planet, which is helpful for when you're like wandering around and there's nothing nearby where you can, there's no settlements where you can save. You can just create your own save point and save your game. That way you can like turn off the game and not worry about losing your progress. But I don't know how I feel about like all this creating. I sort of liked the exploring, but we'll see what happens. I'm just a little discombobulated because it started me on a space station when I was on a planet's surface, because they had to... Everybody, like, started... Like, you have... I think everybody started back on a space station because they had to redo the planet surfaces and stuff. They've improved the graphics, I guess, but I didn't really notice anything yet. But, like, I went back down to the planet's surface, and all of a sudden, like, all the alien creatures, like, weren't scanned again. So I go back to scan them, and, like, they kind of look different, and I'm just like, did I visit this planet before? The game says I did. I don't know. It doesn't look right. But, I'm just excited that they updated it, and I'm also excited that they didn't add VR support, because, like I said, that would be very expensive for me. At least I wouldn't have to worry about getting the Move controllers and the camera right away. I could just get the headset, because I'd be playing it with the controller. But I am glad that Hello Games is still working on developing this game, and that they are still supporting it, and that this core group of us that love it and are still playing it have not been abandoned. So I'm going to go edit this and upload it, then get back to exploring the universe and the new update. And I will see you back here next week, and I'll talk about that. But I promise I'll talk about other things too, if you're not a No Man's Sky fan and don't care about building bases and buying freighters and whatnot. I'll be talking about other things too. So I'll see you then. Bye!